The Switch 2 is here.
Wrong one.
The Switch 2 is here, and I'm going to tell you everything you can expect with this new console and Fortnite. First things first, navigate to the new Nintendo eShop, which, listen, everyone's talking about how it's new and fixed, but I have had this literally freeze on me, and I had to hard reset my console. Next, you're going to want to search up Fortnite. You're going to see the old one right here for the Switch 1, and you're going to see the new one right here with the little red banner. That's the Switch 2 version. And you're in. Ooh, Thanos is back? What? First thing you're going to want to do, navigate to the shop, and just double check that code right there. That one right there, just check it. Oh, look at that. You can actually see the other side of the map. Whenever Mads would play this on the Switch, like the original Switch, this was just a blur fest. I mean, you didn't even see the fire on the bus. It was pretty bad. Oh my gosh. Am I correct at Switch Fortnite? Travis asks if it still has gyro controls. If you go into the settings and all the way over to touch and motion, you can turn on gyro controls. Now, I don't know how these work because this is not my forte, but ooh. I can move at the same time. Oh my gosh, that is so confusing. I got one. Okay, wow, that was tough. Turning that off right now. Corey Jackson says jelly. I wouldn't be jealous quite yet because as it stands right now, it is still a Nintendo console. So even though it's impressive for Nintendo, let's see if it holds up. Kringo says, I'm so hyped for this, let's go. I know you mean let's go, but I gotta have fun with the typo. Is this my very first Nintendo Switch 2 TIE Fighter flight? Ooh, I bet this with gyro controls is fun, actually. A train winner says to max everything. I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is it comes pre-maxed. The bad news is that's all you got. So what you're seeing right now is literally the game running at max, and I actually don't think it's that bad. I mean, for being a handheld console, technically that's just docked, it looks okay. Like you can see some graininess on this building up ahead, but that right there looks incredible. The storm looks great. I can actually make out things that are more than like 2 feet in front of my face. Wow, it is an upgrade, I will say that. So, Mandana Banana, to answer your question as well, you really get what you see. Like, there's not a whole lot of extra to this. Oh my gosh, hello. Come on. What was that? It doesn't matter, it worked. Richard Cyan asks about the battery life. So, from the little bit of handheld testing that we've given this, it does scale the game down to 1600 by 900p, which is actually still pretty. I mean, Fortnite itself has got like a very iconic style, so it's not like you're trying to go for super realism and have to have 4K crisp resolution. But nonetheless, I will say that the battery life, we were losing upwards of 13% per game, so you can't even probably quite get 10 matches on one battery. Now, of course, that is assuming you're using max brightness and max audio like we were. I bet if you used a headphone or turned it down or just dimmed the brightness a little bit, it'd probably be okay. Hungry Toby asks, what new games can it run? Currently, I'm pretty sure the only new game on this console is the new Mario Kart. Everything else is like the Switch 2 version of themselves, which is fine. They're up-res and they run smoother and higher frames and all that stuff. But realistically, the only reason you're getting this right now is for what is to come more so than like what is. This is the last day for Fortnite TIE Fighters and X-Wings. I'm gonna enjoy this. Storm's about to burn my booty cheeks. On the Switch 1, Fortnite was capped at 30 FPS. On this one, that is capped at 60 FPS. You can upscale pretty nicely though. I mean, look at the resolution docked. This is looking really clean. Compared to the Xbox, I do struggle to see players that are more than like 100 meters away. So it's not as good at draw distance as you might expect when it comes to other consoles, but it's still good. Wow, look at the lightsaber action on the Switch. Even the destruction's not bad. I mean, it really does look a lot better. Top 4 on my first docked Nintendo Switch 2 game. Hello? Cars look good. They drive really well, and they sound, well, I mean, it sounds good despite this skin having a strange noise to it, but it sounds, looks, and plays really nicely. So I gotta say, they definitely improved that. I don't want to hear Vader right now. I don't want that happening. Oh my gosh. Can you like run, please? I know you're out of stamina, but can you just like take a big old deep breath and just run? Top 2. Oh. And let's celebrate with the new emote. This is actually the most expensive emote in Fortnite right now because you have to have a Switch 2 to own it. Hunter, Blash, and Blende are all asking if we can try out the new mouse support. So the answer is nothing at all. And here's why. Fortnite has stated that you're not going to have mouse support in-game until the next season. But in the meantime, this sure feels pretty nice. Despite it being tough to balance, this does feel kind of natural. The bumper you can use to kind of like drag things around. Obviously, you move it around like a mouse. You can use the thumbstick, which your thumb falls perfectly on, by the way. And that's how you can kind of like scroll if you don't want to use the little drag and drop thing. And then you use the trigger in order to click things. Hey, look, Hitman, that's me, basically. I mean, I have a better beard, but hey, I am anything but a lefty. But let's try on the left Joy-Con too. Ooh. Yeah, no, it works all the same. Nice. There's really nothing too terribly game-changing between the two consoles with size. But as somebody with adult hands, I can definitely say I prefer the Switch 2. If you're just looking to pick up a Nintendo Switch 2 for Fortnite, I would say probably just use your phone in the meantime and wait till more games come out so that when you do pick it up, you've got more options to branch out later on. But considering the console came with not just the console and the dock and the little wrist straps, obviously all the Joy-Cons and stuff, it also came with an actual controller mount for the Joy-Cons, so when you do play docked, I know it's a lot more than we were hoping for, but I am glad to see Nintendo put that little extra something in there. Now, I don't know if it's like a full amount of something to make it worth all the extra money they charged us, but I already did, so joke's on me. Did you pick up the Nintendo Switch 2 for yourself? Are you going to? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really excited for this because we've got the iOS re-release. Now we've got the Nintendo Switch 2. I feel like the Fortnite community ending this Chapter 6 mini-season, working our way into Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3. This is going to be a really good time. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. You know what they say.